Alright, I'm getting my grips swapped out to these billet ones with a little bit of knurling on there. I would say this is a tutorial, but I barely know what the hell I'm doing. So we got to get these little brass nuts here onto these balls so that they can catch and fit inside of these holes and pull on the throttle. I think I've messed around with this a few times because this was sticking and I had to fix this little plastic riser adjuster piece. You spin this bolt on the bottom here and it raises that up, I think to put additional tension or to stick this, or if you're an idiot, like a makeshift cruise control. But I think putting these on while this is off is the easiest. Okay, so we got this one here. Okay. Now we're going to put the other one on. These Japanese lanternflies, man. Or Asian lanternflies. Okay. Yeah, that's a lot easier. Alright. This is a little loose. I don't know if it's because this is a smaller diameter than the last one I had on, but I'm going to have to make some type of tightening or adjustment on this. Alright. Okay. I need to get my brake lever put on. That's this little bracket here. Brake lever is here. One thing I don't like about this that I've noticed is this bottom cable coming out for the electronics actually seats inside of it seats like underneath the bracket that mounts this on. I mean, obviously this is a 21-year-old bike, so it's not that it's not tearing it apart or anything, but you'd think it would. Man, I need a garage. That is priority number one when I get a new house, is a garage to work on my bike and my truck and everything and anything else. Okay. Get those relatively tight here. All right. I guess I could always loosen this up and adjust the angle later, but I think that feels good. I'm not using a torque wrench on these. I'm also not cranking them down too crazy. Just what feels good. These I'm making kind of tight. Now, with how loose this is, I think there's a lot of play. Start at that line. I mean, at least I'd say close to a centimeter of play. So I want to roll this. I don't know if you can see this here. I want to roll this back. Well, they've already put a decent amount of adjustment on this, it looks like. About to find out though. All right. So a little bit tighter there. I don't know how much further this can go. I guess this probably fits all the way in there. That's a lot tighter. I like that. Still not snapping back the way I want though. I don't really understand that. My return. Maybe my spring's loose. My throttle spring. I don't know. This just doesn't feel. I'm gonna have to put the old grips back on. There's just no. It's sticking. It's not snapping back. I don't know. We're going to bring this forward a little bit just to give it some slop. Okay. I'm going to tighten this back up. Alright. And we're going to pull our boot back over it. Okay, now we're going to pull this other one back. See if maybe tightening this up. Well, yeah, this one's pretty loose. See if tightening this other one up is going to bring our return, make that a little bit better. Okay. See how snappy we can make this thing, because right now it is not snappy. Oh, this doesn't even want to turn. Oh my god. Let's see if we can. Dude, that is like frozen on there. You fucking bitch. Nope. That does not want to move. Alright, so we might have to adjust it down below, which is pretty annoying. And I don't want to do that because it's a tight squeeze and I have fat hands. Alright, I don't want to break anything, so I'm not going to mess with this too much more here. Pull our little booty back over it there. Call it a day. Awesome. Yeah, this is just not a little bit of wiggle. That's fine though. That's from tightening it up. But there's no snap back. I don't think tightening this is going to help. No, that makes it super tight. I don't know, man. That should not be that shitty. Oh. Okay. Where is our, there we go. If I gotta take this fucking cold air off, I'm gonna be so mad. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to tighten this spring up or replace the spring. And I don't see any adjustments on this at all. Like nothing. Other than I don't know, literally nothing. There's no adjustments. So I have no way to adjust the bottom end here. I guess I'll put the other grip on, and if it's feeling fine with the other grip, then I just have the wrong grips, I guess. But damn, that's I'm not a happy camper, that's for sure. I succeeded in replacing the grip, but it's not functioning the way I want. I mean, sure, it would technically work. Alright, well, I'm an idiot. So I tightened this one originally and then was trying to get this one, but it was stuck. So I got it loose. I opened it a little bit to make it tighter on the return to pull it back, but then it was too tight because this was too tight. So now I loosened this up some more, and my wiggle's still fine, not a lot of wiggle, but now I have my return. So I don't know if I needed any snappier than that. It doesn't stick at all. No complaints there. No sticking. Snaps right back. I think I'm going to call that good enough. I'll talk to my mechanic buddies and see how they feel about this. And then I'll swap out the stationary grip. Next is checking my clutch. I feel like it's too tight. There's like a little bit of give there, but maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe I'm a bitch. My hand gets sore. I was practicing the motorcycle test and I get really tight hands. Feathering that clutch through the course. Alright. That's all she wrote, I guess. Stationary side was as simple as loosening the housing for the lights, horn, and turn signal. Then I loosened this bottom bolt. I was able to pop the smaller side out, pull it back, and slide the new one on, and now I'm just tightening it up. Oh, and that was full of water. What the yeah, this was kind of wet. I was like, oh, that's weird. Alright, cool, full of water, sweet. Maybe I will throw some grease or something around this.